Greetings, brethren. Today we'll be talking about choosing true friends and staying away from the bad influences. We'll be talking about how to recognize a good friend to be around and how to choose a friend, what qualities you should be looking for, and to how to recognize those those people that are around you who are bad influences in your life. So this is just some guidelines or instructions to learn between the two. So we'll see what is a good friend. Oh, Proverbs 18:24. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly. So to have friends, you must show that you are friendly. That's pretty straightforward. That you should show that you're kindly, that you're helping, that you present yourself to be a trustworthy, kind person. And there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. So a good friend is like a brother to you, that you're really close, that has your back, and that you can trust, and that you're kind, and that stuff like that. Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So a friend is a person that loves you, that at all times. He loves you in the best of times, and he loves you at the worst of times. He doesn't get all hateful when the things are not going too well between you guys. And a friend that, which is, you know, a good true friend is like a brother to you. So a brother is for in times of adversity. So a good friend loves you at all times, through thick and thin, through the good times as well as the bad times. And as the times that you argue, he sticks close to you like a brother. He forgives you for all your faults. So that's a friend. A true friend is like a brother to you. Is there at all times through thick and thin, and so on. Also, we read here in Philippians 2, which is addressed to the Christians in general in the church, but I think it is a good model to follow to judge whether a friend is a true friend, or a model for friends. Philippians 2, if there be therefore any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels of mercy, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. So this is a good model, that that you have a person that is a friend that doesn't do things out of to be contentious, or for vainglory, to that is proud, that thinks he's better than you, but he thinks of you. He thinks of you better than himself. That he thinks of your needs above his own. So they're just like what Christians are instructed to be. I think is a good model to follow after. To look in a friend, that the friend is looking after your needs above his own, and that he does not puff himself up, thinking he's better than you. He values you as much as himself, or maybe just more than himself. that he's meek, humble, lowly, that he doesn't think he's better than you, but he thinks you are better than him. So we'll get into that bad influences. People are contentious, people who qualities or traits they should watch out for, that you should stay away from. Proverbs 17:4, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. So a contentious person, a person that is a bad influence, he listens to lies, and he furthers those lies. He doesn't do anything, to any critical thinking, anything to stop lying, but he further actually wants to believe those lies and wants to further lies or gossip. He wants to further gossip. That's one thing. He doesn't follow after truth. He'd rather go after gossip and further that gossip and lies. Proverbs 17:15. He that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even thy both are abomination to the Lord. So he that justifieth the wicked, that he justifies wicked things and wicked doers, but he turns around and condemns those who do right. That's somebody that shouldn't be around. So one trait that you should look in a friend, and a true friend, that he tells the truth. He does not further lies. He rather wants to tell the truth. He doesn't want to further. He goes out his way to tell the truth and tell the truth to you, and not go through further gossip. Ephesians 4:25. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. So we should stand being truthful and honest, and put away lying. Do not lie to each other, but speak every man truth. Speak honest and truthfully. So someone that is honest, it always stands by honesty, and rather puts away falsehoods. That's his moral conduct code, that whatever things are true is what he stands for. He cannot, by conscience, let lies go forth, but he rather speaks the truth to you. And although although it might hurt, I mean, it's better for your friend to tell you the truth, or to rebuke you, correct you. He wants you to grow. That's one of the things. He wants you to better yourself and to grow. And even though the truth might hurt, because he loves you, he wants you to grow. That's one of the traits that you should look in a friend. Proverbs 27:5-6. Open rebuke is better than secret love. So it's okay for someone to correct you. And this is in our general sense, but yeah, I would rather have my friend tell me the truth to correct, to better myself, rather than loving me secretly, loving me by letting me do something wrong, to something that's gonna hurt me and stuff. Verse 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend. So faithful wounds of a friend. It might hurt. The truth might hurt. The truth does hurt, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. So one that butters you up, rather lie to you. Those kisses of enemy are deceitful. You have a friend that rather protect your feelings rather than trying to make you tell you the truth. Well, I wonder how you'll feel. His other friend is talking behind his back. I'm not going to tell my friend that because he might get upset. No, you should rather tell your friend that another friend's talking behind your back, or whatever example. I don't know. I'm not good at examples. So, but a wise man um takes correction, but one that is contentious or a scorner, he does not love correction. He hates ones that correct him. Proverbs 15:12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him. A scorner, a contentious person, does not love the ones that try to correct him. He will neither go onto his wise. He thinks he got it all correct. He will not go seek counsel of another. He hates people that try to correct him. That's someone that um, that is one that could be a bad influence on you, because you could do the same. You could learn to do the same thing. That that's a bad influence. That's someone that you shouldn't be with. That does not that backbites, or not backbites, but strikes back. One that tries to correct them, that others correct him, and he does not go to anybody else for advice or counsel. He thinks he got it all figured out. But yeah, we should be open for correction. I mean, your friend would rather have you better yourself than not. So people that are contentious, those who are bad influences, that he does not like correction. Proverbs 9:8-10. Reprove not a scorner, a contentious person. Least he hate you. He will hate you. He'll lash back out at you. Or rebuke a wise man, he'll love you. Although it might hurt. I mean, like we just said, wounds of a friend, faithful or wounds of a friend. And wise man wants to grow and better himself. So he'll love you. He'll take that correction. Give instruction to a wise man, he'll be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and it will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge the holy is understanding. So another trait of a true friend is one that forgives you. It does not hold grudges. Those who continually forgive you, it has to be warranted that it's a forgivable offense, but he was always ready to forgive you. Matthew 18:21-22. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I shall forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 7 times 7. 70 times 7. So ones that's ready to forgive, that don't hold grudges or count wrongs or brings up the past. Proverbs 17:9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separate very friends. So those who are forgiving, seeks love, seeks peace, but the contentious person that would be about bad influence, because you could do the same thing, that he would go around repeating the matter, saying what wrong you did. He goes around gossiping. Well, he did this and he did that, and he did this and he did that to me. So rather forgiving him, he would make a big spectacle of it. So a good friend rather forgives than make a big spectacle of it. So, so this is instructions. It's just a better way to go about things, to stand by true friends and stay away from those who are bad influences on you. Just separate, because you could fall into the same sins that they are, or the same attitude or personality that they are. 1 Corinthians 5:11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or adulterer, so sins, or railer, so you're the person at an attitude problem, the one that rails, or drunkard, extortioner, with such one not to eat. So Proverbs 22:24-25, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways, and get a snare to thy soul. So a railer, one that rails, or angry, fierce man that blows his stack, blows his top at a drop of a hair. He's furious with you, furious with others and with you. Do not make no friendship with such a person, lest you learn his ways, at least you be the same person. You learn to be the same way. So those are bad influences that are always contentious, that are always furious, that always have a temper, that always, are vengeful and wrathful. So stay with such bad influences, or you'll learn to be just like him. Proverbs 21:10. So cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. So a contentious person, if you put him away from you, strife, the contention will leave, and reproaches shall cease. So you won't have that much of a trouble. But say, example, you have a friend that always are contentious, that produces strife amongst other friends, amongst other people that are always causing trouble. So if you separate yourself, contention will leave. Contention and strife won't happen amongst the other people in your life, and they'll cease. It ceases to be. Problem fixed. Problem solved. Bad influences that causes strife. If you separate from them, if you put them out, you won't have that problem. So some wicked people that are doing wrong, whether they're a robber, or they steal, or I don't know, they're drink alcohol, they're drunk, smoke, do drugs, what have you. You learn to be just like them. Ephesians 5:3-8. But fornication and all uncleanness and covetousness, let not be once named among you, that as becometh saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking. I don't know, jesting, making crude jokes. So your speech, people that are speech, watch your speech. No foolish, crude joking, which are not convenient, but rather give of thanks. For this you know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, so nor prostitute, nor unclean person, no covetous man, who is adulterer, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of God. Let no man deceive you with vain words, because these things cometh on the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not therefore partakers with them. So don't be partakers with them. Be ye separate, and do not do the things that they do. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now ye are ye light. Now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children light, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. So don't be partakers with them. Don't do the things that they're doing. Don't be around them, because then you'll learn their own bad habits, and you'll be partakers with them. I mean, if you can't abstain, it's probably better not to be around them. It's just a sad, just hard truth. 2 Corinthians 6:14-18. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? What communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Christ with Belial? And what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I will dwell in them, and I will walk in them, and I will be their God. They shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord. And touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. So don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So what fellowship has the righteous with the unrighteous, and what communion hath light with the darkness? So those are, are in darkness, in fornication or drugs, alcohol, robbery, what have you. Well, what community do you have with light with darkness? You are children of light. Walk as children of light. Do not be partakers with them. Don't be unequally yoked together with them. They are not a good influence to be around. Hang around people that are good influences. We do not have fellowship with the workers of darkness. We don't. We have to be separate from them. 1 John chapter 2, verses 15-17. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So we are not to love the things in the world. And if anybody does love the world, they do not love God our Father. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, fornication, getting drunk, doing drugs, what have you. That's all I can give examples. The lust of the eyes, looking at, looking at, prostitutes, and pride of life. It's not of the Father, but is of the world, and the world passes away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. 1 Peter 4, for as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he no longer should live in the rest of his life in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God. For the time past of our life may suffice us. For time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lavishness, lust, and excess of wine, revelings, banquets, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of ride, speaking evilly. So your friends, those that you associated in times past, that drank alcohol, that your drinking buddies, or your pothead buddies, or like that. When you try to quit that stuff, when you try to better themselves, they'll think you're strange. They'll probably think they'll speak evil of you. Well, he thinks he's better than us. He's a goody goody two shoes now. He's a narc or something like that. They'll speak evil of you. They'll hate you because the world. If you're not of the world, if you were of the world, John 15:19. That you haven't had him sign. If you were of the world would love us. So if you were of the world, they would love you. But you're not of the world. You're not of the things of the world. You're of the things of light. You're not of the darkness. You're children of light. Because you're not of the world, I've chosen you out of the world. Therefore, the world hated you. So, because you stand for righteousness, that they'll come against you and taunt you and speak badly against you. That's just something you have to face. That they will. That's one trait that they would want you to grow. They would want you to pursue what you want to pursue in life. If they are against you, what you want to pursue in life, that's not a true friend. You should depart from them. Depart from them. A true friend wants you to pursue what you want to pursue, although they don't like it. They want you to be successful. They want you to fulfill your dreams. So those who stifle you is not who you should be friends with. Those are bad influences. So we shouldn't be conformed to the world. We should be of the world. We should be separate from them, but rather be conformed to God. I beat Romans 12. Okay, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that is good and acceptable, the perfect will of God. Don't be conformed to the world, but rather get into the Word and have the Word wash you and transform you, and the Holy Spirit will work within you and transforming you, so that you can do that is good and supple, and that is the will of God. 1 Peter 4, verse 2, that he no longer should live in the rest of his time in the lust of flesh of men, but to the will of God, for the time past of our lives may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lashes when they think it is strange. Okay, we just covered that. But yeah, no, we just covered, excuse me. But we should live peacefully with all men. I mean, that's another trait, that be with people that make peace, not always trying to cause strife, and and also those who don't try to pay evil for evil, try to seek revenge on people, constantly seeking revenge on people. That's not something that we should do. Romans 12, 17, 18. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peacefully with all men. So as long as and do everything in your power to live peacefully with all men. So that's a friend that you should befriend. That he seeks to seek to have peace with you. Does everything in his power to seek peace. But sometimes you can't. But do everything you can to do. So if you can't separate from that those who can't live peacefully with you. And although they're the people that you cannot get along with, that is something that you shouldn't treat them badly because they are no longer your friends, or that they are fighting against you and stuff, that they are not living peacefully with you. Matthew 5:44. I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. It says, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that despitefully use you, that take advantage of you and persecute you. So you bless them that curse you, and that does speak evil of you, and that they do good that those that hate you and take advantage of you and persecute you, and war against you. That is your duty to do. So those are bad influences that they speak evil of those that are not their friends. They take advantage of people, and they persecute others. They do not seek peace. They do not seek peace. They do not bless their enemies, bless them that speak evil of you, and that they don't do good those who hate them, that take advantage of them, persecute them. That's all people that you should hang around with, because you learn to do the same. So, I mean, I hope this helps you, to recognize what is a true friend. True friend is there that won't. He thinks of your needs above your own, how you feel in the day. That he's there through thick and thin, and those are bad influences that actually are contentious, and they're backbiters, and they seek revenge and what have you. So I hope this helps you to differentiate the two. So those that you shouldn't be around because they're bad influences, and you learn to be just like them. And those who are true friends, and those who are just taking advantage of you, they should stay away from. And those who are bad influences that you should stay away from. So it helps you to recognize between the two. So we'll see you next time. Thank you and take care.